Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. And today I'm going to be talking about how important it is to think before we act and to think before we speak. Because a lot of us just react as soon as someone gets us angry. As soon as we feel our first thought come to our mind, we're just saying it. We're acting on it. And that can harm us more than benefit us. When someone upsets you, you're letting them take your power. You're letting them take your energy. You're letting them take your happiness, your joy when you react right away. Someone may cut you off in traffic, and the first thing you do is try to speed up and act like you're going to hit them with your car, or speed up and trying to look in their window and just, because we're angry and we want to let them know we're angry. But the negative effects of that is, what if that person rolls down their window and tries to harm you or follow you home, or don't let it go, because the anger you feel is temporary, but the reaction caused something permanent. And that's what we failed to realize is our reactions, it's a cause and effect. What we choose to do, how we choose to respond to things, determines what happens next. So you may give this person your energy, you may let them upset you, and you may act out of character. And now you have to deal with the repercussions. And it's not always good. 9 times out of 10 is bad. Versus if you would have let yourself sit, evaluate the situation, and let that second thought come in. Okay, maybe I shouldn't do what I first thought. Okay, I'm more level-headed now. I can understand why I should not do that, or I'm just gonna move on with my day. Going to be beneficial to me. It's not about the other person. It's not about the situation you're in. It's about you and your peace and your peace of mind. Guys, I cannot stress that. I am guilty of it. This is something that was put on my heart to share because I am guilty of letting my emotions take over, letting my anger take over. And I used to be very impulsive. I used to react. As soon as something upset me, I'm reacting. I'm feeding into the drama. I'm feeding into the negativity. I'm giving them my energy. Now my whole day is ruined. My mood is ruined. I'm mad. I'm upset. I'm arguing. I'm going back and forth. I'm saying things that I shouldn't be saying. And like I said, it's not about the other person. It's about me. And now I feel bad. Not bad for them, but bad for me. Because I let them get me to a place where I don't need to be. I let them mess up my mood for my day. Now I'm distraught. Now I'm all over the place. Now I'm frustrated. When I could have sat back and thought about things and let my mind really process what's going on. Because when things happen to us that upset us, we're not processing it. We're just entertaining it right away. We're not processing it. We're not evaluating it. We're not really seeing the situation. We're just seeing what made us upset. Now we're going to react. Letting our emotions take over us is the worst things we can do as being a human. Because when you're extremely emotional and you're just reacting off your emotions, now you're labeled as that emotional person. You're emotionally unstable. That's how people view you. And I'm not saying everything doesn't deserve a reaction, but most things don't. Someone at work was talking about you, okay, let them talk. That don't mean you have to go up to them and and address them and this and that. Like, no, you don't need to do that because you're at work. That's a workplace. Because if you do that, you may want a promotion, and now your promotion is stopped because of how you reacted. They're like, oh, we can't have that. Because you're so upset about what someone said about you or what someone did to you that you're reacting off your emotion. Emotions are temporary. You are not going to feel like that later on. Later that night, you're going to be like, damn, I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have let that person get to me. I promise you will. In social settings, you're going to be labeled as a person who just immediately gets upset, who always have to have a problem with something. That's how you may not see it that way. You may see it as you defending yourself, but that's how others view you. And yes, it's not always about, oh, I should not care what others think about me. No, you shouldn't. You should care about what you think about yourself. And you should want to be able to control yourself. Everything don't need a reaction. It don't. There's things that do need a reaction. So focus on that. Everything doesn't need any little thing that make you upset. You don't need to react on it. Breathe, keep your peace for your day, and enjoy your day. Guys, I used to let people upset me. People still upset me. To this day, people still upset me. I'm human. But I am practicing holding in my response when I'm at work. I get tested all the time. I get tested left and right. Employees, guests, people in the job. I get tested a lot. And since I'm aware of the things I want to improve on in my self-improvement, I'm taking those things that upset me and I'm challenging myself. I notice it quickly. As soon as I feel that urge to just snap or say something, I immediately tune in with myself and I evaluate. And I'm like, okay, Raven, this person just upset you. You know what you could do. You know what you're capable of. You know what you could say to really mess up their day. But let's not do that. Because now your day is going to be messed up. Because you let someone upset you. You let someone take your peace. When obviously their energy is just bad. They're having a messed up day. They're having a terrible morning, a terrible afternoon, a terrible night. Don't feed off that. Because when you feed off of it, you obtain it. It becomes part of your day. Versus you evaluating the situation, letting more than one thought come in, and choosing the best option. And yes, it's easier said than done, but it gets easier once you realize what you want to do. When you do want to self-improve and you do want to control your emotions, you start to realize certain things and you start to act differently. And you start to realize that you can control what comes out of your mouth. You can. Everyone can. And you can think before you speak and think before you act. What you put out in the world is what you're going to receive. So you're always putting out negative energy. You're a hothead. You don't know how to control your emotions. That's what you're going to receive. You're going to start attracting more of those people. And you're going to be going through this damn near every day. And it's going to ruin your peace. It's going to ruin what you have going on. So when you sit back and you evaluate things and just evaluate your temper, evaluate your mood, always start off with evaluating your mood for your day and stick with that. You may come across someone or something that is triggering. Block it out. Don't obtain that for your day. Keep that where it's at. It could be your mama that's triggering you. Block her out. Block her out. No one is worth your peace. Your peace of mind is everything. That's all you have, really. That's all you have to keep you going is your peace. If you don't have no peace, you're chaotic. You're all over the place. You're a mess. And we don't want that. I don't want that for me. I used to be a mess. I used to just be this angry person, always reacting, always just walking around like, oh, nobody can say nothing to me. And I'm still like that, but I control my responses. I respond differently. I respond with kindness. I respond with, have a good day. Or no response at all. Because I know what I could do. I know what I'm capable of. And that used to eat me up. Like, that used to be the thing that will make me keep talking to somebody. It's like, oh, they said this to me. I'm finna say this. I'm finna do this. I'm finna show them this. They shouldn't have did that. That used to eat me up because I felt like I had to prove myself. I felt like I had to show them, do not mess with me. But I don't need to do that. I don't need to do that at all. I give them peace to keep my peace. It's like I said, it's not about them. F them. Honestly. I know, like, F them. And keep it pushing, keep your day going, and be happy. Everything don't need a reaction. Because we're improving, we're working on ourselves, and we're growing, and we're not gonna let nobody stop that. And guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. Thank you for tuning in to another video, and I will catch you guys in my next one.